Hello everyone, welcome to Organic Chemistry Review Series and we will talking about hydrocarbons part 2. So, nung part 1 na-discuss natin yung sa naming ng alkanes as well as yung mga different way on how to name organic molecules with substituents. Ngayon sa part 2 naman, magdi-discuss tayo about alkynes as well as yung process ng pag-name nila. So, let's proceed. So, for alkenes are this should be unsaturated. So, alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons together with alkynes. So, kung titignan nyo dito sa table, here are some examples of alkenes compound. So, we have the ethene, then ito yung molecular formula natin habang tumataas yung kanilang number of carbons and hydrogens. Same with molar mass, melting point, boiling point, as well as its density. Take note of the physical state at room conditions. Then here is the alkene general equation na kung saan yung n should be a whole number in which it would indicate kung anong compound yung tinutukoy natin. Is that we need to start to count the number of carbons sa na kung saan yung carbon na ito ay dapat mayroon na pinakamalapit na double bond. So in this case dito. So kaya nag-start tayo sa rightmost part. So let's continue numbering this. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So kung ipapangalan ko siya, this would be 2-hexene or hex-2-in. So this is the new IUPAC rule. New IUPAC rule. Ito yung sa dati, the old one. So both of which are correct na gamitin natin sa process ng pagpangalan, but ito lang yung bagong rule kasi. So, pero sa mga books, usually may mababasa kayo na ganito pa yung way. Kasi usually yung mga books sa organic chemistry, mga noong 1990s pa, kaya makikita nyo yung mga old process sa pag-name. But either way, they are still correct. So for the incorrect way naman, if we start at the leftmost part, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So ang magiging pangalan niya would be 4-hexene or hex-4-in. Again, this is incorrect kasi mali yung numbering niya. Dapat nag-start tayo sa carbon na kung saan nandun yung pinaka malapit na double bonds. Ngayon, pag in order to name for this particular compound, mag-start tayo ng 1 ng counting ng carbon doon sa endpoint ng carbon na kung saan nandun yung double bond. So, dito yung double bond. Therefore, ang counting natin ay dapat dito tayo mag-start. So, 1. Wait, okay. So, and let's continue numbering this. So, number 2. So, dito, kung pupunta tayo sa left, konti lang yung carbon niya. So, it's not the correct way to name this particular compound or to determine the parent chain. So, let's proceed tayo sa to the right. So, 4, 5, 6. So, we have this particular name na kung saan we have 2-ethyl hex-1-in. So, this is the correct name. So, di ba may ano tayo dito? May ethyl group. So, ganito po ang pag-name, especially kapag may double bond and meron na nakaakibat na alkyl group. So, this is the correct way. 2-ethyl hex-1-in. For the incorrect way naman, say, dito tayo mag-start. 2, 4, 5, 6. So, the name for this particular compound is 5-ethyl hex-5-in. So, mali ito kasi mali yung numbering niya. So, pinapakita ko lang yung correct way and yung incorrect way if in case mamali yung estudyante sa pag-numbering para at least matama na natin dito. So, here's the correct name again. So, 2-ethyl hex-1-in. For number 3 naman, pipili tayo ng carbon, dun tayo mag-start ng name na kung saan nandun din yung double bond. So in this case, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And take note, mayroon tayong alkyl groups. We have methyl and propyl. So let's start naming this. So we have 7-methyl. This is 7-methyl dash 3-propyl oct. Kasi 'di ba, walo yung carbon sa parent chain dash 1 dash in. So this is the correct name for this particular compound. Yung isa naman, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Taking note of the alkyl groups. So we have a name of 2-methyl dash 6 dash propyl oct dash 7 dash in. So this particular way of naming is wrong. Kasi dapat nag-start tayo ng number 1 sa carbon na nandun din yung double bond. Alright, for number 4, so ngayon makikita ninyo meron na tayong dalawang double bond dito. So, ngayon paano pag-name nito? Either way, pwede kayong mag-start kahit saan dito. It's either 1 or dito or dito. And dapat yung parent chain, dapat included yung dalawang double bond. So, this would be the parent chain. Ngayon, paano yung numbering? Kung dito ba mag-start or kung dito? Ngayon, kung titignan ninyo, may alkyl groups tayo. We have an alkyl groups na equidistant from the carbon which has the double bond. So, kung dito tayo mag-start, this would be number 2, and this is the alkyl group na ethyl. Di ba? Ethyl siya. Kung doon naman sa kabila, let's say 1 dito and dito yung 2, and we have an alkyl group of methyl. So they are both equidistant. Ngayon, 'di ba nasabi natin sa alkanes last time na dapat kapag nag-name tayo ng alkyl groups na equidistant to the end of the organic molecule, dapat prioritize natin yung letters na sumusunod sa alphabetical order. So in this case, ethyl is letter E. 'Di ba letter E siya? So mas prioritize dito sa naming compared sa methyl. Kasi letter M siya. Nauna si letter E. So therefore, dito tayo mag-start ng numbering sa dito sa part na to. So that is number 1. Erase ko lang to. Then we now proceed to naming this particular compound. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5. So kung i-name ko siya, mayroon pa dito which is methyl pala by the way. So kung i-name ko siya, ang name ng compound nito would be 2-ethyl. Nauna kasi yung ethyl compared methyl. Then we also have 2 methyl groups. So we have 3,4-dimethyl. Again, naaalala ninyo sa alkenes na hindi natin sinusunod yung prefixes ng mga alkyl groups. Tulad nitong di, hindi ito included sa alphabetical order. Kaya skip lang natin si di for the alphabetical order. Then we have dimethyl penta. So ngayon mayroon tayong dalawang double bond. So ganito yung pag-name niya. So we have dash 1, 4 dash diin. So as you can see, gumamit din tayo dito ng prefix. So we have a prefix here na di, which indicates na dalawa yung double bond doon sa parent chain. And makikita niyo din yung numbering 1-4 na which indicates the location of the double bond. So we have the final answer of So we have a final answer of 2-ethyl-3,4-dimethyl penta-1,4-diin. Kung sa incorrect way naman, so let's start dito for 5. So we have this alkyl groups. So kung ipapangalan ko siya, the name of this compound would be 4-ethyl-2/3 dash dimethyl penta dash 1. This is not, this is 1 4 dash di in. Again, mali pa din yung pag-name sa kanya. Mali yung numbering niya. So, this is the correct way. Ito dapat ang susundin natin. So, let's now proceed with the alkynes. And these are the triple bonded hydrocarbons. And yung makikita nyo yung example dito is a man using an acetylene which uses it as a fuel for oxyacetylene welding and cutting. So, ito yung mga common uses din ng alkynes. And we have the alkane general equation. So, for number 1, ang pag-name ng alkynes is the same lang doon sa rules na binigay natin about alkenes. So dito, mag-start din tayo ng naming, ng numbering rather ng carbons ay sa kung saan yung carbon na mayroon or yung carbon na may pinakamalapit na triple bond. So in this case, dito. So let's proceed with the naming and determine the highest number of carbons. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So ganito yung pag-name niya. And we also have the alkyl groups. So this is propyl, then tatlong methyl. So M, I will denote it as M. So let's name this compound. This would be 567 dash trimethyl dash 3 dash propyl oc dash 1 dash ine. So dito, so instead na kanina, 'di ba sa alkenes, ang ending niya is dash in. Ngayon naman sa alkynes, gumamit tayo ng dash "-ine" na suffix. Therefore, this is the correct name for this particular compound. We have 567-trimethyl-3-propyl-oc-1-ine. So, for the incorrect way naman, so say, start tayo dito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, kung i-name ko siya, I can take note of the alkyl groups here. Ayan. So, kung i-name ko siya, ganito ang name niya. So, 2, 3, 4, trimethyl. So, we have trimethyl dash 6 dash propyl oc dash 7 dash ine. Again, this is wrong. Hindi nagkasya sa screen. Basta this is dash ine to. So, take note of the correct way and compare nyo yung isa't isa para at least maintindihan nyo kung bakit ito yung tama at ito naman yung mali. So, ngayon, what if a compound has a combination of double or triple bond? So, paano pag-solve ito? So, let's say, here is another sample compound na kung saan meron na double bond and triple bond. So, this is the double bond and here is the triple bond. Ngayon, pag name nito is parang yung sa substituents din back in alkanes na kung saan kapag mag-name tayo, mag-number tayo ng ating compound, dapat mag-start tayo ng numbering na kung saan nandun din yung pinakamalapit na triple bond or double bond, either of the two. So, let's name this. So, 1, 2, 4, 5. Kung i-name ko siya, the name for this particular compound is pent dash pent this is pent dash 3 dash n dash 1 dash ine. Ganito po yung pag-name niya. Palaging nauuna sa naming si alkenes kasi alphabetical order siya compared dito sa triple bond na ine na. So kung titingnan niyo din pala na yung in, 'di ba sa alkenes meron tayong suffix na dash in. Pero yung dito sa naming, drinap yung last word na letter E. Ito na lang na dash N ang natira. Alright? So this is the correct way. Pent dash 3 dash N dash 1 dash ine. So, So, yung 3-N, additional info lang para hindi kayo malito. We have 3-N, which denotes that the double bond is located on the third carbon. Si dash 1I naman indicates that the triple bond is located at the first carbon, which is dito. Alright? For the incorrect way, say if mag-start tayo sa left. So the name for this particular compound is pen-2 dash pen-2 dash N. Nakalimutan ko yung N. Then we have dash 4 dash ein. So again, this is wrong. Kasi dapat priority natin sa numbering yung may double bond or triple bond na pinakamalapit sa endpoint ng organic molecules natin. For number 2, so paano to? Meron ng triple bond on, at at the leftmost part of the molecule, and we also have a double bond at the rightmost part of our organic molecule. So how do we solve this? In naming a particular compound na equidistant, di ba equidistant sila? So this is at first carbon from the right and this is the first carbon from the left. So equidistant sila. So paano ang naming nito? So simpleng-simple lang po ang pag-name nito. Just take note of the rule that the double bond is much more prioritized than the triple bond. So this is only applicable kapag equidistant sila sa isa't isa, tulad nitong example. So therefore, magne-name tayo ng maga-numbering tayo ng carbon na kung saan andun din yung double bond. So in this case dito po, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So kung ipapatuloy ko ang pag-name nito, the name for this particular compound is hex dash 13. 'Di ba 13 kasi dalawa yung uh, double bond natin. So 13-dien, dalawa yung double bond dash 5 dash wine ein rather. So here is the final answer for this particular compound. Kung sa incorrect way naman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ang name naman nito is hex dash 35 dash dien dash 1 dash ein. Kung titignan ninyo, mali yung name niya dito kasi mali yung numbering niya. Dapat mag-start tayo ng numbering na kung saan mas prioritized natin si double bond. So this is the correct answer. Hex dash 13 dash dien dash 5 dash ein. So as a summary, so we have alkanes, magadagdag lang ng dalawa doon sa hydrogen, alkynes wala, and we have the alkynes na kung saan subtract tayo ng dalawa sa hydrogen natin. So that concludes this discussion. On the next video, i-discuss ko po yung different or the other examples of organic compounds para at least maintindihan natin yung naming. So thank you.